Happy Mounjaro Monday! Hi, friends. I have some exciting news today that I'm so excited to share with you all. And before I get started with that, if you are new, my name is Gina. I am on a Mounjaro journey. I have been taking my Mounjaro shot live on Mondays on my Anchor Moments YouTube channel for the past 56 weeks. So over a year now. I took my very first shot on January 10th of 2024. And each Monday I share if I've lost any weight, if I've gained any weight, if I've maintained. I share any side effects, and I do a live question and answer. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat and I will answer your question live today. I also love my Anchor Moments community. We are a big bunch of friends from all over the world, and we like to love and support each other. So if anybody this week has had any wins to share, please put that in the comments as well, and I will be sharing them this evening, because we all love to celebrate each other and encourage each other while on this exciting, healthy lifestyle journey. Now, I have been married to my husband, Jeff. It'll be 35 years this March. And Jeff has been an amazing husband. And he has shared so much of my life with me. And he puts my needs usually first. He is so kind and so loving. We've raised 2 kids together. I taught school for 11 years, and 5 of those years as a working mom. And then when my second child was born, he gave me an opportunity to take a 1-year leave of absence from my teaching position. And at the end of that year, we decided that I could be a stay-at-home mom for a while. And because he has done everything he can to support me. And when he did that, he was doing it on a school teacher's salary in Arizona. And we are one of the lowest paid. We're like maybe 48th in all 50 states in the United States for pay. We are not very good about paying our teachers in the state of Arizona. And so and I worked part-time once my kids were in school, and I worked at the YMCA for a long time. I used to actually teach a class called Get Real Weight Management, and I had special training. I had to go to a special training class to be a facilitator for it, and I did that for 7 years. I did have a full-time job at one point once my kids were mostly grown. I had one child in college and one child in high school, and it was my favorite job of my whole life. Oh my God, I loved it. I got to help nonprofits, and I got to help a business called Even Stevens, where every sandwich that they made for somebody, they donated the price of a sandwich to the cost of making a less expensive sandwich, but to a nonprofit. And I loved working there, and I kept getting promoted, and I was above 4 different restaurants. And when that business went bankrupt, I cried on my couch for 2 days, And my husband told me, Gina, you don't have to, don't file for unemployment. Write that book that's been in your heart that you've been telling me about. I had a Anchor Moments blog, and I had a lot of different stories on that Anchor Moments blog. And I had a different 10-piece series um, about forgiveness and about an incredible journey that I got to go on. And I knew it would be a good book one day. And Jeff told me, take that time. Don't look for a job. Write your book. Write your book. Take the time to write your book. And I did. And that's what started my Anchor Moments journey. And I published this book, Anchor Moments, Hope, Healing, and Forgiveness, that about a time in my life that changed my life forever. And instead of growing up to be a grumpy person, what I discovered was so life-changing. It helped me to have pure joy and freedom, being able to forgive. Jeff has supported me in so many endeavors. And I took an opportunity to support him in one of his big dreams. And that dream was to travel in an RV. And I generally do not like car trips. So it was really hard for him to convince me. And he spent many years watching YouTube videos on how to convert a van by himself into an RV. And he was going to do it himself. And after watching enough videos with him and really looking and going, good grief, this guy has always put his family first, his kids first, and his wife first. And he supported my dream to start this YouTube channel and to after writing my book. And so I told him, yes, you know, create that RV and I will ride all over the US with you, and maybe Canada and maybe Mexico, wherever you want to go, I will ride with you. And then he discovered Embassy RV. He saw a video about a little place in Elkhart, Indiana that converts vans into RVs, where the outside of the van just always looks like a passenger van. So you don't have a hard time with homeowner associations, because on the outside, it's just a passenger van. But then all the stuff on the inside turns it into an adventure van. And we got that van. And we discovered pretty quickly how fleeting life can be and how important it is to take care of each other, because you just never know when your last day on earth is going to be. You never know. So you need to love each other and take care of each other. Well, the year that we got the van was the first year that I started doing a power word, because I had a girlfriend who always said, instead of doing in January a New Year's resolution, pick one power word and concentrate on that word all year, and do as many things with your life as you can around that power word, and you will have success. And then on New Year's Eve next year, you'll feel so good because you actually completed a New Year's resolution by concentrating on this power word to improve your life. So in 2023, my power word was grace. And when we picked up grace, On June 27th of 2023, our van, we named her Grace. And we got to go on a few trips, but my husband was still working, so they were, like really, really short. And we discovered in November of 2023 that Jeff had bladder cancer. And that really flipped our world upside down. And he had his surgery in January 3rd of 2024, and it was successful. He had one surgery before that was not successful, but then he had a robotic surgery where they really went in and took a big piece of his bladder out, and that was very, very successful. I actually share 2 days before his surgery on January 1st, a very important video. If you get an opportunity to go to our other YouTube channel, Anchor Moments RV, where we're taking anchor moments on the road, feeding your body, mind, and spirit, a friend of mine called, my friend Kitty had called to invite me over to her house for a Christmas coffee, and it was at the end of December, and she didn't know that Jeff had bladder cancer. And I shared with her on the phone how scared I was that I might lose him because his first surgery, they couldn't get the cancer out, just a teeny weeny bit of it. And that little bit that they got out, they tested it and it showed that he had high grade bladder cancer. Because there's high grade and low grade. Low grade, great. More than likely, they'll take it out and it'll never come back. High grade, not so good. And my grandpa, when he was 54 years old, died of high grade bladder cancer. So I know how scary that can be. And I was just so scared that I could lose Jeff. And I was telling that to Kitty on the phone, and Kitty had such wonderful advice, and it brought me a lot of peace. And I asked her if she would please share what she had told me over the phone in an interview on Anchor Moments RV. And the title of that one is In Sickness and in Health Till Death Do You Part, something like that. Because it's about that, when you're getting married, you get all kinds of advice. You get advice like when you have kids, be a united front. So uh, that way your feelings, that it'll make your marriage stronger, because sometimes when you have children it's really stressful. And if you don't have a united front and one parent says no and the other parent says yes, and you just go with that yes, and then the one parent who said no feels resentful, you don't want to have that. And so we learned, when raising our kids, if one said no and one said yes, we'd look at each other, go, you know what, let's discuss this. And then we'd go into the bedroom and we would lock the door without the kids listening to us, and we'd discuss it. And then we would decide. And if there was one person that really felt it was a no, then the answer was no. But if the one person said no and they didn't think it all the way through, and the other person had really good reasons for the yes, and then, and we'd have time to talk, we'd have to both decide, okay, it's a yes. And then come out of the bedroom and tell the kids, okay, it's a yes for whatever it was. But nobody gave us advice on what to do when your spouse is sick. And no one gave us advice to do, what do you do if your spouse dies and you're the one left behind? Well, Kitty had experienced both of those things. She was the first one who got sick and had cancer, but she got better because she's going to be 90 years old this May. And her husband later ended up getting cancer too, and he passed, and she's been a widow for about 20 years. And her advice on both sides, being the one who's sick and the advice of being the one who's left behind was incredibly wonderful. So anyway, if you get a chance, it's really good, even when no one in your life is sick. It's good, none of your loved ones are sick. It has fantastic advice on how to overcome grief. Just amazing. And how to be the one who's sick and help your worried spouse too. And then it was so weird. Jeff's cancer got better. Thank God. Oh my gosh. So just such a relief. His cancer got better. And I would appreciate prayers, because every 3 months he has to be tested to make sure it doesn't come back. And this Friday will be when he has a 3-month test. So I always get just a little bit nervous on these weeks, even though every 3 months he's been doing great and he's had 0 cancer and he's done just fabulous. But his next, so for my friends out there who are prayer warriors, please pray for him that everything will be great on Friday at his visit. Because if his visit turns out great like it has been, then Jeff and I are free to travel again. And there are some people in the Anchor Moments community we're going to visit. We're going to visit Barb in Florida. We're so excited. We're going to visit Mindy in North Carolina. Excited about that. I'm not sure if we're going to Tennessee this trip or not, but if we are, Cindy, Taz the Bulldog's mom, email me at gina@anchormoments.com. So that way I can have your email so I can contact you directly to let you know if we're going to Tennessee. I'd love to meet you and to see you. So it'd be really exciting. But for all of this to happen, Jeff has to have a clean bill of health this Friday. Now back to some more of the exciting stuff. So that's part of the exciting stuff, that if he has a clean bill of health, we'll get to travel again, and I get to see some of the people in my Anchor Moments community. And back to the power word of how incredibly important power words are. So for 2023, my power word was grace. I wanted to give myself grace. I wanted to give others grace. And we bought that van so we could travel in God's grace. Well, 2024, I chose my power words were health and travel. And health for both me and Jeff. And the beginning of January, I had noticed that I had gained, I think, at least 10 pounds from 2023 to 2024. And then the year before that, I had gained 30 of the 40, maybe 30 of the 47 pounds that I had lost on the 444 plan. I don't know. I had 7 pounds left that I hadn't gained back of the 47 pounds that I lost in the end of 2020 and up until July something of 2021. In that amount, in about 8 months time or so, I had lost 47 pounds. And I did document that journey on my Anchor Moments YouTube channel. And Jeff had lost 72 pounds that year. And then we went on a family trip, and we both gained about 11 pounds a piece. And then it was just too hard to jump back on. We kept trying, and then we'd be good for like a day or two, and then we'd eat too much, and then about a day or two, and then we'd eat too much, and then boom, the weight just came flying back on. So I knew last year, with Jeff's health not being as Jeff's health being crazy scary, that I might lose him, and my health being, geez, I'm so overweight. This is ridiculous. I've got to do something about it. And my power words were health and travel, because we wanted to travel again in the van. We just need to be sure we could get Jeff healthy enough. And then we won, and it was such a new van that we hardly got to use at all because Jeff was still working, and he was working through his cancer treatments. He didn't retire until July of this year. But Jeff's health got better because his cancer so far has not come back, which is amazing. And I started taking Mounjaro on January 10th. And as of today, I didn't lose any new weight this week. It's the same amount lost as last week. I'm down 38 pounds. But for me to lose 38 pounds and keep it off and not have any big gains at all, none through Christmas. We went on a 1-month trip with our van, which we did in the fall of 2024, because it was funny that health was our issue, and we did this video with Kitty about how she got sick first, and then her husband ended up being the one who got sick the second time and died. And then here Jeff was the one who got super sick, but then he got better. And then I had precancerous cells and ended up having a hysterectomy in May, which kind of slowed down our travel. But then once my healing was all done, we started traveling again, and we got to go on a month-long trip. We've never done a month-long trip before, but with Jeff retired, we were able to do it. And we had a wonderful time. And on that trip, for the first time in my life, I was taking Mounjaro. I lost 1 pound in 4 weeks' time of being on vacation, which is huge because I usually gain between 5 pounds and 11 pounds in 1 week's of vacation. And I've never been on 4 weeks. I've never been on a vacation more than a week. And it was always a very fattening week. And instead, after 4 weeks, I was down a pound, which is like totally, it's like a miracle to me. But that was part of my power words: travel and health. And when I was on vacation, I ate a healthy breakfast and either a healthy lunch or a healthy dinner. One of those meals we would eat at a restaurant out, just having whatever wherever we were, tasting the good eats of wherever we were. But so only one meal was higher in calories because we weren't quite sure the calories, and 2 meals were very controlled and very healthy. And I made sure that I exercised every single day of the vacation. Even if it was a driving day, I would make Jeff stop every hour, either at a rest station or a gas station. And Jeff likes, once he uses up a quarter tank of gas, he likes to fill it back up to full because he's always so afraid when we're driving where we don't know where we're going that, he wanted to be sure had a full tank of gas. And when we'd go to a gas station, I would just fly out of the van and I'd walk around the gas station, in circles as fast as I could. And then when he was done pumping, I'd go to the bathroom real quick and then hop back in the van and off we'd go. And I'd get at least 500 steps each hour. And it really did the trick for me because I ended up losing a pound on vacation. Who knew? But I got to travel and my health got better. I had non-alcoholic fatty liver disease stage 1. I didn't even know what that was. I'd never heard of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and I didn't understand how dangerous it is to have that. I found that out through my Anchor Moments community because I've had 2 different people on my Anchor Moments community type in the comments. One, it was a family member died of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and another one had just lost a friend to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. I didn't even know that was a thing. When I got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, I am diabetic, which is why I'm taking Mounjaro versus Zepbound. Zepbound is the exact same medication as Mounjaro. It just got approved to also help with obesity and not just type 2 diabetes. But I have type 2 diabetes, so I take Mounjaro is the reason, so my doctor can subscribe it that way, and it helps my health insurance with paying for it for most of it. But let's see, where was I going with this? Lost my train of thought. Well, anyway, last year, my power words came true. Oh, because I cured my non alcoholic fatty liver disease. When I got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, my A1C was a 10.1, and 10 and above is the suicide level. So, anyone here, if your A1C is over 10, you really need to work with your doctor, ask and see if you can go to a new registered dietitian to get some help, because that's the level. When you're at a 10 or higher for your A1C, that's over double blood sugar. You can, when you get sores somewhere, you could lose a finger or a toe or a leg or an arm. You can lose limbs. You can lose your kidneys. You can lose a lot of things. It's a slow death, but you are losing days in your life. You've got to get those numbers down, and that's where I started, from having no diabetes to 10.2. So it was bad, 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 bad. And but my doctor didn't didn't send me for tests for non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, but he did send me to a 6-week class. He said that my health insurance would pay for at the hospital for type 2 diabetes, that was run by registered dietitians, and they were amazing. They had me start on a Freestyle Libre so I could see what my blood sugar was 24 hours a day and what foods would affect it the most and how exercise affected my blood sugar. They were wonderful, and it was very, very helpful. But later, I got an opportunity to go to a liver institute to have my liver scanned and to see if I could be part of a study. And they would pay you to be part of a study, and you would try some medicine that isn't on the market yet. And if you were to have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and then they would see how it would work. And I was curious about it, and it was only 10 minutes from my house to go and get checked. So I was like, all right. So I went, and they scanned my liver and said, oops, you do have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, but it's just a stage 1, and we're looking for people who have it. They showed me a liver, and where a 0 is your liver is just beautiful and clean, and then stage 1, it's got some fatty stuff around it, and then stage 2, there's more, stage 3, and then stage 4, it's really on there, pretty tight and pretty ugly. And so they showed me, this model of what that looked like, a 3D model I could hold in my hand. And they said, you're only a stage 1, and we need someone that's a little bit farther along to see how this medication helps. But we're going to keep your information on file, and livers can heal themselves if with diet and exercise, and sometimes they can heal themselves. They're one of the few, maybe the only organ in your body that can redo that, can regenerate. And they said, we'd like to check you again in a year and see if you're getting worse, then maybe you could be part of the study, but maybe you'll get better. And then they gave me advice about eating lots of fruits and vegetables and lean meats, and get exercise. Well, and that was like in August of 2023. And then a year later, it was either August or September, I went back to the Arizona Liver Institute, and they scanned my liver, and it was clean. It was clean. And the doctor spoke to me, and she was so excited. And she said, you're a 0 now. The fat around your liver is totally gone. What did you do? What did you do this year? And I told her how I had started Mounjaro, and I was exercising a little bit every day. And I had lost, I don't know how much I had lost at that point, but probably over 25 of my 38 pounds I'm down now. And she said there is a study that they're doing with people who are taking Mounjaro that have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And it's like in, I don't know, the second rounds, they do different rounds with it. But they said they were really excited because there were a lot of people like me that were reversing their non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So I feel my power words worked for 2024. I got healthier. I lost some weight. I no longer have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and my A1C is a 5.6. That is in the non-diabetes range. That's like a normal human being. And that's huge. That's huge. And I can no longer have to worry about having cervical cancer or uterine cancer, because those were the two places that I had the precancerous cells. And we threw out I got the opportunity. They said, if you want, we can take out your ovaries too, no additional charge, or you can keep them, but you're really not using them at your age. And I said, what the heck, if it's free, let's have everything go, so I don't have to worry about getting ovarian cancer in the future. So all of those pieces are out of my body, and I don't have to worry about that. So 2 years in a row, my power word has worked. Jeff has never picked a power word before. But this year, when I was talking about it on my YouTube channel, he decided to pick a power word too. And I have shared one of my, and you can always check the playlist. I have all the weeks because I come on every single Monday. I have so you can check, and you can see me get skinnier. I'm a slow loser. I'm not a super responder, but
you're a sore loser.
No, a slow. I'm a slow loser, but I am so excited because I had shared just I don't know, in one of my videos from January about power words. And I hadn't picked my power word yet. I wanted to have it picked before I went live. And I was between 6 words. And I shared those 6 words with you. And I colored them on a piece of paper, and with big puffy letters. And I used a different colored crayon for each one because I just love crayons. I like smelling crayons. They just they bring me peace and joy. And I had heard that if you're not sure what power word you want to use, that write down a few power words that you're thinking about and put them on a piece of paper and look at them. Look at them every day. And then you'll be able to feel which power word, eventually which one kind of stands out to you. And that'll be the word you can use for that year. Well, I shared with you guys those 6 words and asked and said, what word is, if any of you choose a word for 2025, what will your word be? And you know what? You can share those with me right now. All of those of you who have chosen a power word for 2025, please put it in the comments in the chat. And if you're watching on replay, put it in the comments. And anyway, and I'll pray for you that your power word is just the best power word for you for 2025, because my power word is already coming true, and so is Jeff's.
Should I share mine? I got mine in here right now.
You want to share it that way? And then I was going to show him. I also went a couple of weeks ago, a girlfriend, she's been doing vision boards at her house, and I never can go. It always seems like whatever day she chooses to have people over at her house to build a vision board, you pay $25, and she has snacks for you all day long, and she has all the materials. All you have to do is go, and after 5 or 6 hours, you leave with your vision board. And I finally was able to go and do my vision board. And it was funny. Jeff had shared with me his power word before I left. And my vision board, I created it in such a way that I have Jeff's power word on there as well as my power word. And Jeff's very, very artistic. And so he's like, I'm going to do it like, maybe I'll do one on Canva or something. Because if you're just cutting out of magazines and using glue, it'll probably be kind of ugly and icky. And I think we should create something nice, maybe that we could really hang on our wall. Well, when I came home with it, Jeff actually loved it. He loved my little magazine clippings, and he went out with me to get it framed in a glass with, under glass and everything. And my word for this year is explore, because I've only been to a handful of states in the United States, and I want to be able to explore all of the US and maybe hit a little bit of Canada, maybe hit a little of Mexico. and really, really explore everywhere we can with this van. And I know that this van has been Jeff's dream since before we got married. When we were engaged, I remember him saying, wouldn't it be so cool that we're both school teachers, and when we'll retire together, we'll get an RV and we can like travel the country. And I remember telling him, oh no, I get car sick. I don't want to do car travel. I'd rather fly someplace, and fly places. And he's like, nah, we'll get an RV. It'll be great. So, I mean, he worked on me for a long time because I couldn't imagine traveling in a van and sleeping in a van was not my dream, but it was Jeff's. And but yeah, like I say, he touched my heart because he gave me my dream that I could stay home with the kids and take care of them. He gave me my dream where I could have applied for unemployment after I lost when Even Stevens went bankrupt. I could have collected unemployment, and then I would have. And when you collect unemployment, you have to apply for at least 3 jobs every week, and you have to show that you've done job applications, and because they want to get you off of unemployment as quickly as possible and into a new job. And he said, don't apply for unemployment because you're not going to apply for another job. You're going to write your book. And then, I'm like, He gave me my dream.
So now you owe me?
Yeah. So I owed him. And so I owed him, and we got the van, and we're going to be doing a lot of traveling. So I really am looking forward to meeting some of our Anchor Moments community. And you don't have to worry. I don't have to go to your house. We could meet at a McDonald's and have a cup of coffee, at a nice, safe public place if you'd like. But it'll be kind of fun to be able to meet some of you guys when we're on the road. And if you have an inspiring story to tell, you can do it, and we'll tape you and put you on either Anchor Moments RV or the regular Anchor Moments, whichever YouTube channel that you would like to be on. But we could even share some of your stories. So anyway, so my power word this year is explore. And what's your power word, Jeff?
Embrace. It's right there, Gina.
Yes. Oh, he typed it in there. And his is embrace. And Jeff, now my Explorer is pretty easy. And I also have a picture of, on my Explorer, of artichoke hearts cut, because I want to not only explore by traveling, but I want to explore healthy food options and try eating some fruits and vegetables that I don't normally eat, and explore new recipes as well. And I think it might have been Mindy who said, and you could explore the world through your grandson's eyes. And that really touched me. That actually was like all right, that it bumped all my other ones up and made it my number one word. And then Jeff, you chose embrace. And why did you choose embrace?
Because I'm a scaredy cat.
Yeah.
about various things.
Yeah.
And Gina says, no, just go drive through the mountains. You'll be fine.
Actually,
okay.
The first when we went on our 4-week vacation, we did have a couple of arguments in the van because Jeff was just like,
he's having 75-mile-per-hour wind gusts.
Now, I did let us stay in a hotel though until the wind gusts went down, so that way we could drive through the mountain pass. But I told him, "Hey, listen, buddy, this was your dream. It was your dream to have a van. It took you 32 years to talk me into it before we ordered the van. That's a lot of years to talk me into doing this. And you promised me we could travel to all the states and we could see national parks. Well, guess what? A lot of them are in the mountains." You got to get over it, get over your fear and do it anyway. And he did. And he drove through some mountain passes in Colorado. They're a little scary, but they were beautiful. And he did wonderful, didn't die. We went to Page, Arizona, and oh my gosh, you guys, it's so beautiful. I have lived in Arizona since 1988. And I had never been to Page, Arizona. And they have this canyon called Antelope. I know, I always want to call it Cantaloupe Canyon. but it's Antelope Canyon, and it is the most beautiful. Oh my gosh. And it's very wavy and all these colors through the waves of, oh my gosh, it's just amazing. And when we were we went to the Grand Canyon first, and a set of a husband and wife who camped next to us, they had just got back from Page, and they were like, oh my gosh, Page was amazing. And they were showing me pictures, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I'm like, Jeff, let's go to Page. So he said, okay. So after the Grand Canyon, we went to Page, Arizona. And then I'm like, well, we got to go to Antelope Canyon. So Jeff was looking at Antelope Canyon, and he's like, oh, Gina, we can't do that. I just would be too claustrophobic going in that canyon, and we're too fat. What if we get stuck in between the waves and stuff? What if we get stuck? And right at that moment, my friend Pam Scott calls me as I am looking through. They had like this little catalog of all these fun things to do in Page, Arizona. I mean, look, that's at Antelope Canyon. It is so gorgeous, you guys. And Pam Scott calls, and I hadn't talked to her in over 6 months. And she's like, hi, Gina, where are you? And I said, I'm in Page. And she's like, oh my gosh, I love Page. And she starts naming off all these places we should go. But top of the list was Antelope Canyon. And I said, I can't get Jeff to go with me. And he's looking at this picture, and there's like a ladder. And he's like, we'll never be able to climb that ladder. And Pam goes, there's 2 Antelope Canyons. There's the upper one, and there's the lower one. And I can't remember which one is the one we went. I think we went on the lower one. Oh, did you go on the upper one? Okay.
Because I was thinking upper. It's the one that's better. Right?
All right.
It's
well,
not the lower.
All right. I don't know. Or maybe it's upper, and it's when you need to go use the ladder. I don't know.
It was upper.
Oh, okay. Well, the upper one.
Good.
They're both gorgeous. They're both gorgeous.
How I remember
but
which
one of them. One of them had a ladder, and one of them didn't. And Pam's like, well, you go to the other one. There's no ladder. And I'm like, well, Jeff's afraid he won't be able to breathe, and that we're too fat to get in between the waves. And she's like, oh, good grief, Gina, there's plenty of space. All you have to tell him is to look up, and you can see the crack and see the sky through the cracks. He'll be fine. It's huge. It's huge. He'll be fine. And
I embraced it.
Jeff embraced it, and he went. And I told him, I'll never make you do it again. If you hate it, we'll never have to do it again, but please do it with me once. We went, and he loved it. And it was so much fun, and it was so beautiful. And this wonderful Navajo man brought us through and even showed us how to use our cameras even better. And oh my gosh, it was so much fun. And then when we were done, what did you say, dear? Because he had fun, and he admitted he had fun. And actually, we're going to go back, and we're hoping to lose enough weight that we can go on the other Antelope Canyon and do the ladder. And I think we will. You know, give us a year to lose a little bit more weight, and I'm sure we'll be able to do that ladder too, and we can do the other one. But I'd even do the upper one again. Oh my gosh, it was amazing, or whichever one it was that we did.
Upper.
All right, the upper one. I'd do the upper one again. Even. And when it was just so beautiful, and there was a lot of fun things to explore there. And then, you know, he didn't want to go through Colorado, but we did. And then it was beautiful, and it was fun and wonderful. And then when we were going through Missouri, there were caves. I kept seeing there's like sign after sign after sign about these caves that you can tour. And did you want to go to a cave, Jeff?
No, not until I saw the sign that said they also sell fudge.
Right. So when I saw that there was fudge.
Because I like fudge.
Yeah. That's one of Jeff's favorite things is fudge. And so finally I was like, hey, Jeff, this one over here says there's fudge. Why don't you stop and get some fudge? And he was like, well, all right, just some fudge, but you're not going to get me in a cave because, you know, I'm claustrophobic. And what if there's bats and stuff? And I don't want to do a cave. I don't know. You had no interest in doing the cave. So I got him to stop for the fudge, and son of a gun.
I didn't like caves because the last cave I was in was
when I talked you into being a camp counselor with me at Camp
Benson.
And
it was a squishy little hole I had to go through, crawl through and show the kids that it's safe.
And it did have bats, a lot of bats.
No, it was not because of bats,
but they
but
did.
it was just so squishy that I don't think if I had to panic right there, I'm like having a panic attack. I would never be able to back out. I had to keep on going through in order to get. It was a one-way squishy tube.
Yeah.
Inside the cave.
Yeah, and he had to take a bunch of kids with him and pretend like he's not scared.
I'm not
so
scared.
So the kids wouldn't be scared.
Look how easy it is.
Yeah, I talked him into going to that camp too. That's yeah, but anyway, he didn't want to. He didn't want to do. He wasn't going to do a cave again. So he was like, "No, on caves."
But
he was stopping for fudge. Yeah. But when we went to stop and we go over to where there's fudge and the fudge store is closed because they had been flooded the week before. And so their gift shop was closed and their fudge store was closed.
A tragedy that they had such a flood and it was really high and all their little shops got, ruined.
Yeah. But, it was open. The cave was still open for tours. And so one of the staff members saw us and saw that we were going to go back to our car because we're all bummer that there was no fudge. And he said, "Well, we're still doing the cave tours though." And I said, "Really?" And
she tricked me. She said, "Well, we won't go in. Let's just go.
Let's
just look in the lobby to see how much it costs to do it."
Yeah. We'll just take a peek. And so I get him into the lobby and we're seeing pictures. They have pictures on the wall of the cave. And then you're actually going into the beginning part of the cave without paying for the tour yet. And I'm like, look, it's big. It's a big wide open cave. And they had all the stalagmites and stalactites or whatever. And we went and we got the tour. And did you have fun, Jeff?
Yes.
He had a blast. We had so much fun.
I had fun.
So now when we go travel, he knows how to do mountains. He survived a cave. He survived a canyon, the Antelope Canyon. And he told me this year he's going to embrace his fear and do it anyway. Now is for my exciting news.
If you don't see me next year.
So now I'm going to share my exciting news. I am so excited. Though you all have to pray because Jeff needs to not have cancer on Friday. He's got to get another clear, like it has been every 3 months. He has been just clear with 0 cells and just fabulous. And so he needs another fabulous one this Friday. And we have our power words: embrace and explore. Well, when I said when we were engaged, Jeff said he wanted to have an RV and travel in an RV when we were retired. And I said, "No, I don't want to travel like that." But then I eventually said yes. And we now have an RV. So we're living Jeff's dream. And I'm making Jeff live his dream to the fullest. Because we're not just we didn't buy an expensive van to sleep in Walmart parking lots. We did it so we could travel. I mean, we can. And we did. We stayed actually in the Walmart parking lot in Page, and it was actually a nice clean Walmart and nice big parking lot. It was our first Wally docking, they call it. And we even spent a second night. We decided to stay a second night because there were so many cool things to do in Page. But anyway, I have been begging Jeff since we were at least newlyweds that I wanted to go on a cruise because I knew I would love to go on a cruise. I had friends go on a cruise. I had family members go cruising. And I always thought that would be so cool. I loved watching the Love Boat because I was a kid of the 70s. And I loved the Love Boat, when you see that on TV or whatever. I have always wanted to go on a cruise. And Jeff has always said, no, 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 no. All I'll do is sit and eat all day and it'll just make me fat, Gina. I don't want to do that. And then every time there's a cruise tragedy and it'd be on the news, he'd go, see, aren't you glad we don't go on cruises? What if we were on that one and everyone's sick on it? I'm never going on a cruise, never going on a cruise. Well, but one of his reasons was because we would just get really fat because all we'd do would be eat all day if we did a cruise. Well, the downside,
which is a valid
it's
concern.
a valid concern because that is typically how we roll. That when we go on vacation without going on a cruise, we always gain at least 5 pounds in 1 week. And so Jeff's like, can you imagine if we were on a cruise? Oh my gosh, we'd gain like 20 pounds or something. It'd be terrible. We can't do that. Well, the Downsized, which is another wonderful YouTube channel that has a husband and wife team that are both taking Zepbound. They love cruising and they have gone on 25 cruises, and they are doing a special cruise because a bunch of their followers are like, man, you guys go on all these cruises. You should take us along sometime. We'd love to go on a cruise with you. So the Downsized has created a cruise for people who are taking GLP-1s or like Jeff, who are trying to watch their figure and trying to get smaller instead of bigger.
Watch my figure.
And so anyway, they are doing a Downsized cruise, and they'll be doing some exercising together, and they'll be talking about some of the healthier eating options that you can do on the ship. They might even do some expeditions together, but they are planning it, and it is going to be June 23rd through 28th. And last week, I had Mindy on my show, which if you didn't see it yet, oh my goodness, people, she's amazing. She started Mounjaro, I think in April of 2024, and I started January 10th. I'm down 38 pounds. Last week, she's probably down more now. Last week, she was down 91 pounds. 91 pounds, and it hasn't even been a year yet. She is a superstar, and she has been doing triathlons and things. And she even did a triathlon at like 250 pounds. She's a rock. Now she's a lot less. She shares her weight and all of her stuff and pictures before and after, and pictures of her running races and doing triathlon things. It's wonderful. So check out next Mondays. But she brought it up during the show about the Downsized. I think they call it Downsized at Sea, and said, you should go. And I said, oh my gosh, I would love to go, Mindy. Actually, I was begging Jeff so hard this last year to please go on a cruise with me. And he said, I tell you what, Gina, if you want to go with a girlfriend, go with a girlfriend. And I'll pay for you to go with a girlfriend on a cruise, but I don't want to go. I'm never going to go on a cruise. Well, this particular cruise hits.
Apparently I lied.
Yeah. Well, this particular cruise hits where we had already, right after we're doing a embassy meetup in Elkhart, Indiana. And so we'll be in the van. And so it's like, well, if I did this cruise, it would be odd because I would be away from Jeff and Jeff would be in the van, and it just wouldn't work. It really wouldn't work unless he goes with me and we can leave the van at my mom's house in Illinois. And so, yeah. He did not want to go. And so Mindy tried to talk him into it. I tried to talk to him into it last Monday, and he's like, nah, I'm not going to go. I don't know. I don't think it's going to work for us this year because I'm not going to go. Because I could go, but I couldn't go this year because we already paid for our to go to this embassy meetup. And so the timing wasn't right. So I would have to miss it too. The power of power words. So then I showed Jeff our vision board with explore and embrace. And I said, it's only a 4-night cruise, Jeff. And not only is it just oh yeah, see if you can do it where it's not so shiny. It's just shiny. It's only a 4-night cruise. And we're going to be, exercising on the ship, and we're going to find out what some of the things are to eat that aren't as calorie dense, or that are more, have some higher nutritional value. I really think we should go. And didn't you say you want to embrace your fear
Apparently I did.
and go anyway and do things anyway? And I promised him if he would take me on this cruise and go with me, if he hated it, I would never ask him again to take me on a cruise. I would cruise again. I'll just cruise with a girlfriend.
What kind of
But,
cruise did I say that I would like to do?
Well, he would like to do a river cruise in Europe. And I've always said I would do that with him too. I would cruise a bunch. I'm sure I would love it. But to get him to do an ocean cruise. So this is the only ocean cruise he ever has to go on with me. And if he doesn't like it, he never has to do it again. But if he loves it, we'll do it more often. So if any of you would like to go on this cruise with us, you can. And you can go with Christopher and Lorraine from the Downsized. They have set it up. It's a celebrity. I think it's Celebrity Cruise, Celebrity, and the ship, Celebrity Reflection, I believe. Mindy's really on top of it, so maybe. And I saw that Mindy is in the comments here. So Mindy, let us know the exact name of the cruise ship. I'm pretty sure it's Celebrity. I think it's like Celebrity Reflection. But it's you leave on Monday, June 23rd, and you come back on Friday, June 27th. Prices do vary because you call they have two travel agents, and it's a mother-in-law and daughter-in-law team. So they're working it together. So it doesn't matter which phone number you call, either Kelly or Roberta, and they will set it up for you. But they did say it's like flying on an airplane. Every day the prices change when you fly on an airplane, but the best days for prices is I think Friday, Saturday, and Sunday when you're doing a cruise, and Tuesdays if you're flying on an airplane. So we don't have our airplane flights yet, but we do. We paid for our cruise, and there was a difference on days. So when I finally got Jeff talked into it, what was it, like Thursday? I think Wednesday, Wednesday evening, and I left them a voice message. And then Kelly called me back on Thursday, and she checked into prices Thursday, but Thursday it was $300 more than Mindy paid for her and her husband to go. And I said, oh my gosh, we got to bring that price down. We got to bring that price down. And she said, it's better Fridays or through the weekends. And then on Friday, it was less. And so we are paid, we're going. And Mindy's gonna be my next door neighbor for 4 days, and we did the veranda package, so we'll have side by side balconies. So I'm so excited! Oh my gosh, I've been wanting to cruise for at least 35 years, and I didn't think I would ever be able to go on a cruise with my wonderful husband, but I get to go. So if any of you out there would like to go with Anchor Moments and with the Downsized, you can maybe Mindy can put a link for us in the.
We don't get a commission or anything.
Oh yeah, because we didn't set this up, so there is no bird dog fee for us or anything like that. But I can't believe it's 2025 and it's just the beginning. It's February 4th, 3rd or 4th. I don't know what a day is today. February 3rd. And my power word's already coming true that we're going to go on a cruise. I just can't believe it. I'm so excited. And if any of you want to join us, you can. That there's travel agents that you can be a part of this.
We can't pay for you.
Yeah, we can't pay for you. You'll have to pay for your own. We can barely pay for it ourselves. That's what it's like. But I got to pay for it now to make sure I lock it in. And I mean lock it. If you sign up now, I think you just have to do a down payment, and then in April you have to pay the rest. But I told Kelly, I'm like, you got to take all my money now, because if you don't, I don't want Jeff to back out. So we got to be all in. And, you know, Jeff actually is pretty good. Usually when he says yes, just like when I talked about with the kids.
Back out.
You've been backing out for 34 years. Oh. 35 this March on cruising. But just like, you know, with the kids, if there's one yes and one no, it's a no. But if we can get 2 yeses, it's a yes. And it worked. I had to work really hard, but it was our power words this year. So I really am believing in power words big time, because now it's 3 years in a row that my power word came true. So anyway, all right. I think that was all my news. I didn't gain any weight, didn't lose any weight, kind of even Steven again at 38 pounds. I'm at least 45 pounds less than the highest weight when I had stepped on the scale in 2020. I could be even more less than that. If you look at my my picture on my Anchor Moments YouTube channel, the picture that it shows my face, it might have even been more than 45 pounds, but I didn't step on the scale. Hard to say. But that was very close. That was my highest, is in that picture. So anyway, but that's where I'm at. I hope some of you will join us in the Anchor Moments community. It would be so neat to be able to have you. I just think we have a wonderful community here, and it'd be fun to meet you all. And some of you I'm going to meet on the road while traveling in our RV. All right, now I'm going to share. Let's read in the comments and share any wins that you've had this week. And I'm here to answer any questions you have as well. Oh no, I got them. Yeah, I put them on my head this time, so I'd be ready. Wait, I need a sip of water here.
By the way, are you going to take your shot tonight?
Oh, yes.
Don't forget to take your shot.
And I went to I talked to the pharmacist at Costco, and I said, hey, one of my subscribers was real concerned that she didn't think I was giving my shot correctly on my upper arm. And I showed her, I do it right here, because this is where I have the majority of my fat, and it's the fat of my upper arm. And so I do it, I do it right here on this underside. And this is how I hold it and do it. And the pharmacist said, well, yeah, you're absolutely correct. You've been doing it right. And I'm like, well, good, because I still, have appetite suppression there. My blood sugar's really good when I give my shot there. So I don't understand. I said, I think the other lady is thinking you should do it like you get a flu shot, maybe on the side, but the side of my arm, that's where I have muscle. So it's going to hurt going in the muscle, and it's supposed to go on the fat. But my fat hangs down here because I have, especially since I have lipedema in my arm. And the pharmacist said, no, she said, you just need to put it in wherever the fat is on your upper arm. That's where you inject the shot. And that is absolutely okay. So wherever the fat is. But she also said, Gina, you're losing weight. As you lose more weight and you get close to your ideal weight, you might have a lot of skin on your arm, but you're not going to have a lot of fat there anymore. And when that happens, you're not going to want to do your arm anymore. You just want to do your stomach or your thigh, because you're wanting to put the injection in your fat. It's supposed to be a shot that goes in your fat, not in your muscle. So that is the real deal medical opinion of where you give your shot. So I could give my shot in my arm today. Should we do the arm?
It'd be a real shot in the arm.
Would it be a shot in the arm?
Are you doing it right now?
Sure.
Okay.
And let's read some of these questions. We got Logan in the house.
Well, I just mentioned the arm or the shot because experience.
Oh, I know. Oh my gosh. Last week,
was it Nathan who said,
Nathan,
aren't you ever going to
oh my gosh,
shot?
he's like, aren't you going to take your, because I was getting ready to say goodbye, and he's like, hey, but aren't you going to take your shot? And I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot. Especially talking to Mindy where we were trying to talk Jeff into the cruise, and he was like, no, I'm not going to cruise. And now he's tried to get him on a cruise for 35 years.
Take your shot.
So here we go, my chubby upper arm here.
Wait, isn't that the right size of your arm?
Yes, there's plenty of fat there.
Okay.
So,
Take
and
off
now
the
I got
bottom.
to take off the gray cap.
Don't forget to unlock it.
Yep. And then unlock. It's got a little thing with a lock and an unlock. So I just got to give it a little turn. All right. It's always harder doing my arm, but gotten used to it. I think I put the, yep, right about there. Oh yeah. See, plenty of fat right there. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I heard both clicks.
While I was watching you do that,
Yeah.
I saw the little spring thing inside move over to, and then the second it got all the way over, I'm like, click. That was where the second click happened.
Mm-hmm.
I had never seen that because of just the angle that.
Oh, so you could actually see it. Yeah, and then you can see the gray plunger. Whee! Right there. And so that way, you know, it went in. And that didn't hurt too bad. It had just a little bit of a twinge because I do have lipedema. So my arms and my legs are more sensitive than my stomach. I don't have lipedema in my stomach, which are they're fat globules that are sensitive, that are a little bit painful. Okay. And Logan says, Gina, if you're having a freestyle Libre, then how do you know that your blood sugar is in range? Oh, it shows you. There's a green graph, and if you're within on the app. So if you're in the green zone, you're in range. But it shows you. You just need to stay in the green. Green for go. So green is good.
You can't see it on the Freestyle Libre, but you can.
But you see it on the app on your phone.
On the app.
Yep. And Mindy's in the house. Yay! She's my hero. Mindy's my hero. She helped me get you, my other hero, to take me on a cruise. I'm so excited. Yay. Yep. Oh, here we go. And we got Lisa in the house. Hey, Lisa. Hi, Deb. And Cindy says, good evening, family. Yay. We got Deb Zimmerman saying hi to Taz. Hey, we have Anchor Moments RV in the house over here. He's really in the house. And Mindy saying hi to Jeff, and so is Deb. Hey, we got Barb in the house, health at any cost. And I'm so excited. I'm going to go to Orlando and see Barb. And Jeff and I want to go to
Harry Potter.
The Harry Potter thing at Universal Studios. So we are totally seeing you, Barb, and we're so excited. Yay. And Barb is smiling at us.
Barb.
Yeah, and Mindy's going, Barb, like Norm. And Cindy's here saying, hi, MJM Friendly. We love you guys. Oh, and Cindy says the same thing. Love you all. And
are those crying? No.
Oh, she's crying for part of my story.
Is it crying?
Yeah. Aw, and Pammy's here. Woo woo, saying hi, friends. Hey, we got the other Robin, my other Robin buddy in the house.
And thank you all for your prayers.
Hands. Oh my gosh, yes.
And we're praying for you guys too.
Yeah. You know, we got to take these adventures when we have the opportunity. Because I really could have lost Jeff last year. And there was an opportunity Jeff could have lost me too. But we're still here. And every day we're here
is a gift.
That's
what I call it, the present.
That's right. Oh, thanks. And Cindy's going to pray for you. And Mindy is so excited. She's going to be my next door roomie. We'll be waving at each other on the balcony. Yay. Thanks, Cindy, for praying for us. And Mindy says, and huge prayers for Jeff and Gina. Thank you so much. Because everything we are going to buy the travel insurance, because if Jeff were to get cancer back again, then, you know, to reschedule for a different time. But hopefully it's all going to be good and God's going to take care of us. Yay, we got Lisa praying for you too, Jeff. And Pammy says, definitely praying for Jeff and all who need prayer. I definitely surely understand worrying about remission checkups. My grandson Z is in remissions. Oh yeah, and you know what? I've been praying for your grandson, Pammy. I really have. And if you get a chance, everybody, please like and subscribe to Pammy WLS GLP-1's YouTube channel. Pammy shared her amazing journey. She is also a super responder on Mounjaro, and she's been down over 160 pounds, and she's on maintenance already. But her grandson has leukemia, and if her YouTube channel monetizes, she'll start getting a little bit of money that could help with her grandson. So please like and subscribe. And she does cool things anyway. You just want to do it just for yourself. I mean, oh my gosh, she has all kinds of fun videos. And Sandra's in the house. Yay. And she says, hello, YouTube didn't notify me you were live. Hey, that reminds me, Sandra. Other people have said that too. And every now and again, YouTube will even give me a message the day after my show and will say, oh, something went wrong and we didn't notify your people who asked for notifications. And it's like, oh,
I asked
man.
to be notified too.
Really? And you didn't get a notification either?
No.
So here's how we can change that. There's some things you can control in life and some things you can't control. I did a video yesterday. I've also used to be an ambassador for Epicure. It'll be 4 years next month, where they were a company that sold spices and sauce mixes and cookware and stuff that would help you to cook a healthy meal fast without preservatives and additives and no gluten. And I had a lot of customers who need or have celiac disease or extreme allergies to something, and they could eat with Epicure and cook their family a meal in 20 minutes or less and not have to worry. And they went bankrupt a week ago and closed their doors. So I'm no longer having that income. And there was a whole bunch of, it wasn't my main income, but I had a lot of friends who were Epicure ambassadors that was their main income. And so I needed prayers for them too. But what I did learn is I can't control that company. I could share their products because I liked them, but I couldn't control their business practices of whatever happened for them after 32 years to go bankrupt. But I can control somewhat Anchor Moments because Jeff and I own Anchor Moments. And it's been our adventure with God to meet wonderful people like you. And we can change this, control being notified when going live, if you email me. So let's put the banner. Where's my email? Here. If you email me, Gina@anchormoments.com, and say, hi, this is Sandra Green, put me on your newsletter or whatever. And it'll be very simple newsletter. So something real quick, but I could say, hey, going live today at such and such time or whatever. Maybe make like a group email and say, so that way you don't miss any shows, and I can let you know, oh my gosh, Mindy's going to be my guest. It's going to be amazing. Oh, and Lorraine and Christopher had told me months ago that I could be on their downsized YouTube channel. And I told them I'd like to have them on my channel as well sometime. And so I'm going to be reaching out to them to see if we can do that really soon and share more information about the cruise for anyone who would like to go cruising with us, and what are some things to do on a cruise, even if you don't go to this particular one, where you can enjoy a cruise without gaining weight. Not necessarily you have to lose weight on a cruise, but not gain weight and have a really good time. So anyway, put that there. Oh, and also wanted to put, so please email me if you would like some notifications that are more reliable that we're going live.
I wonder why that happens.
I don't know, but they've even let me know that that's the case.
Oh.
And if you're going to shop on Amazon anyway, and you were going to get something, if you go to amazon.com/shop/anchor moments, and look at some of our favorites. Maybe there'll be something on there that you might like that we use, that we personally enjoy, including books. I'll be having whatever our next book is. This book that we're doing for our Sunday weight loss book club, Alan Carr's Easy Way to Quit Emotional Eating. That's on my list. The book that I wrote, Anchor Moments, Hope, Healing, and Forgiveness, you can find on shop/anchor moments. Amazon.com/shop/anchor moments. And Atomic Habits was the other book club we did. And there's a playlist where you can watch all those chapters. And then I'll put whatever our next book will be there too, and other things. So anyway, it's a way to support the channel as well.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. So far, I think we've made what, $8 maybe?
Maybe
$8. I never I don't tell the people. No, you paid the same amount you normally do it. Yeah.
If you don't buy anything that's on that list, if you go on to buy whatever you were interested in getting, that also is reflected in our 8 cents that we get, or whatever it might be.
Something like that. But if thousands of people would do it, then it would be a good income for us. But it takes a lot of volume, because we really don't get very much, just a smidge. But every little smidge helps. And also, if you remember to like and subscribe, that helps the channel too, so we can meet new people and get more people to see these videos. All right, where did I leave off, Jeff? So let's go back to people chatting.
We had that one. Okay, remission. Okay.
Sandra's saying she wasn't notified that we were live.
Right.
And Pammy says, remission, and it's hard not to worry. I know I give the worry back to God, but this road has many ups and downs. Yes, it does. And we will be praying for him, Pam. And Sue's in the house, and she says, I'm in extreme southern Illinois. Well, maybe we'll have to be able to stop by and say hi to you sometime too, because my mom lives in Sterling, Illinois, so I visit.
It's a tall state.
It is a tall state. It is a tall state, but you never know. Yeah. And Pam says, praise message, his right femur is growing back after it was decaying from 2 years of chemo for leukemia. Oh my goodness. Wow. I will definitely be praying for him, Pam.
Me too.
And she says, I pray we find quicker and easier ways to cure cancer. And I want you both to be able to travel in that conversion van. Oh, thanks so much, Pam. You know what? I want to get that banner to go, because it's driving me crazy.
Why'd you leave it on?
I didn't mean to leave it on. Where did it go? There we go. We'll hide that. Shoo, there we go. Now let's go back to comments. And,
comments.
Oh, way up here. There we go. And next, is it this one?
I don't know, because you can't see a little bit.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Skipped a whole bunch.
Okay. Go back.
Boy, did you skip.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, Jeff.
Okay.
All right.
Wait. Keep going down. Close. There. And this one we saw, and this one we saw. Okay, it's right there.
Right here.
Yep.
Thanks, Jeff.
Sure.
Yeah, and that's the one we just read. So now we're good. Now Miss Mindy. And Mindy says, Pam, that's such encouraging news. You're an amazing grandma. What does your grandson call you? My grands call me Grammy. You could be Grammy Pammy in pajamas.
That's a mouthful.
It is. And Pammy says, oh, my daughter fought for him to get approved to get a hyperbaric chamber therapy. And now the orthosurgeon said that has been the game changer. Oh, good.
That's great.
Good. Thank you, Mindy. Funny, we talked about call me Grammy Pammy too. GMA, but they just say grandma, and that's okay. Yeah. Love Grandma Pammy in pajamas. And I don't see Nathan. Yeah. And he's got his new treadmill. But maybe didn't get the notification.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. And maybe he's on his treadmill, so he can't type while he's on his treadmill, but he's working out while watching us. I hope so. Oh, thank you. Yep, that thumbs up really does make all the difference.
I have a good audience right here.
He does.
She
And I
appreciates
love
my
him.
first grade humor.
Oh, good. Mindy texted Nathan. Oh, good. So hopefully we can get Nathan on here. Ah. Oh,
Oh,
Sandra's name is power word is present. Oh, that's
wait a
really
minute.
good. To be
But,
present,
oh, okay.
to
You
get
skipped.
presents. Oh,
No,
no.
you're good. You're good.
Yep. That is a wonderful power word, Sandra. And you've been a present to me. And I want to thank you for the times that you've given me super chats. That's so thanks, Sandra, for doing that in the past. And just coming on and giving and a present. Yes. Ah, and you've just always been a present to us in this community. And Mindy's transformation. Ooh, that is a really good power word. And you have definitely had a transformation this whole last year. Oh my gosh. Yep, we got that. Present is your power word. And Jeff's is embrace. Yeah, and Mindy likes it too, Sandra. That's a great power word. And Barb, Health at Any Cost, says 2025 theme is momentum. And her 2024 was movement. And she got her movement in.
Now she has
momentum. And now she's got momentum. Yeah, that is awesome. And Cindy says mine is can believe. Oh, yeah, Cindy. Yep, can believe. I love it. Yay. And Health at Any Cost says, I love everyone's words. I know, it's so cool. It's so cool hearing everybody's words. Barb's, yours might be mine for next year. Exactly. Because you know what? What they say, when someone copies you, it's flattery. There's a smoother way of saying
imitation that. Is the
best form of flattery.
Something
like that. But yeah, we can use each other's words next year. Absolutely.
Highest form of flattery.
And Pammy says, Nathan, we are missing you here tonight. Hope all is well. I know, we love our Nathan. And the power words are also good. Yes, they are. And they really make a difference. But never in a million years. I thought after 35 years, what's a million years? 35 years, I needed to have explore as my power word and get Jeff on a cruise with me. I can't believe it. I haven't thought about choosing a power word. I made a vision board in ChatGPT because I'm new to using ChatGPT. Oh. Yep, and you can make a vision board all kinds of ways. But mine was the old-fashioned way with magazines and glue. Said the time to cash
she owes me.
Oh my gosh. Safe public place like Jeff and Gina are shady. I don't know, Oh gosh. And Pammy says, I do have a cruise ship on my vision board and exercise and eating healthy foods. I'm thinking, Pammy, you got to join us. It would be so fun to have you on that cruise ship. And right now, no one has my other side for balcony. You know, we go call Kelly tomorrow and get dibs. You can be me and Mindy. And Sandra says they will kidnap you with their van, Mindy. Take her down by the river. Oh my gosh. And Pam loves artichokes. Yep. And I'm going to learn how to cook them because I don't know how to cook an artichoke. So I'm going to learn. Oh my goodness. And Pam says, oh, that's right. I've always wanted to do that too. And the caverns with stalagmites. And I was worried that I couldn't fit or climb up, but now I can do it. Yes, you can, Pam, because you're tinier than me. You can totally do it.
Maybe not in pajamas.
Yeah. And Pam says, I want to ride a horse too, because the weight limit is around 240. So now I can do it. Oh yeah, you absolutely can. And Sandra says, time to embrace the cruise, Jeff.
Okay.
Yep. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. But, you know, part of it was probably that I told him I would never nag him again. I promise, cross my heart. If he hates it, he never has to go on another cruise with me again.
That was an incentive. I'm with you, Jeff.
And Barb says, I jumped on a trampoline. Yay. That was my new thing in a smaller body. I also played pickleball with my grandkids last week.
Wow.
I can't believe I could do these things. It's quite surreal. Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know Barb Health at Any Cost, who also has a YouTube channel that you should give a thumbs up to as well, like and subscribe. Barb shared her story with us. She was my first Anchor Moments Mounjaro Monday live guest, and she's lost over 265 pounds on Mounjaro. And there was 10 years that she just lived in her bedroom. And now she's jumping on trampolines and playing pickleball with her grandkids and walking around Disney World, all the fun stuff.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Sandra. Praying for Jeff. And Pammy, we went to an amazing cave tour in New Zealand in 2005, Wadamo Caves, and we even got to get in a canoe and see glowworms.
Glowworms.
Oh, cool. And she says, Barb, I want to learn how to play pickleball. Me too. And I even have the rackets and the ball because I got them on sale at Costco and I knew I wanted to play sometime.
You've been a little busy.
I know, but that's on my list too. And Barb says, y'all can have my turn in caves. I'll take tall buildings and twirly rides. Oh my gosh. And Pam's laughing at Barb. I think I need to book that cruise with you all, the Downsize Cruise. Yes, you do, Pam. I'm telling you, you need to join us. It's going to be so fun. We're going to have a blast together. And it leaves Fort Lauderdale on the 23rd is the port in Florida, and it goes to the Bahamas and back. I think I forgot to mention that. I'm just so excited to be on a ship. But it goes to the Bahamas. Yay. And Barb says, I'm hoping to go on the Downsize Cruise in 2026. We'll watch you all this year. And you know what? Jeff's going to have a blast, and he's going to do it again with me. I just know he is. But if he doesn't, then I'll just go with you ladies. And one of you will have to be my roommate so I can afford it because it's cheaper if there's 2 people per room. And Pam said, and I saw a video yesterday that YouTube videos about cruising take off. Oh, good. So people are starting to cruise again more. And Pam says, I think we can do it and choose healthy foods. I've gained 5 pounds on a cruise too, though. Yeah. And we've gained 5 pounds just visiting my mom's house. And Pam says, yes, love seeing Mindy and her story. Yay, Mindy. Yeah, Mindy did a great job. Pam did a great job. Barb did a great job. If anyone else would like to be my next guest, email me, Gina@anchormoments.com, and we'll get you set up. And Tara says, hi, it's Tara from LA. Lots of cruises leave from Long Beach here too. Yes, they do. And I was telling Jeff, if we really liked it, our name is Anchor Moments. Maybe we could do a cruise sometime, an Anchor Moments cruise. And I think that's probably where I would do it would be out of California because that's closer for us.
Hope you're doing okay there in LA.
And we've been praying for all of you in California with those horrible fires and mudslides too. Oh my gosh. Lots of prayers, you guys direction, but next year, I think you guys will be doing better anyway, though. A lot of devastation, but hopefully you guys will rock and roll next year. And Pammy says, Jeff will probably enjoy Techie Talk with Mr. Durham and his camera guy. Oh yeah. Actually, I bet he would. I think you'll really like him, Jeff. He's so nice. I like watching their shows. And Pammy says, wow, that vision board is beautiful. Oh, thanks, Pam. And it was all magazines. Nice. Yeah, he did. And he wasn't excited about it. He's like, when I left, he's like, we're not going to have to hang it up or anything, are we? You're using magazines and stuff.
But you saw her previous vision board with the little crayon.
Yeah, with crayons on my lined notebook paper. Yeah, that never hit a frame. And I lost it. I can't find it again, but I'm glad I took a picture of it.
You lost
Thank goodness. Maybe we're going to have true confessions here.
No, I didn't take it.
Okay. Celebrity reflection. Okay, so good. So Mindy, so I did remember right. Celebrity reflection from June 23rd to June 27th, going to Bimini and Nassau in the Bahamas. You guys, it's going to be so much fun. You got to join me and Mindy and Jeff. And Mindy's so excited. I know. Oh my gosh, I can barely sleep. I'm so excited. And Pammy says June 23rd to 27th, 2025, Celebrity Reflection, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and going to Bimini, Bahamas, Nassau. Rates starting from $8.99 per person. Yep. And Pammy says, wait, how do we get room numbers so that we can be near each other? Through Kelly, Pam. And you can tell her, Gina says, if I jump on this, I could be on the other side, hopefully. I don't know if that other side was already booked yet. I don't know. You got to ask Kelly, but you need to jump on it. And because Mindy and I are side by side, they'll give you the room numbers. But definitely you want to be close to us because we would love to see you and be by you. And Barb says, I'm off to bed. Love to you all. See you soon. Good night, Barb. And Cindy says, oh, excited for you. I want to go on the cruise. We want you to go. We want you to go.
Hey,
no, you're not taking Jeff's spot. Jeff has to go at least one time in his life with me. It'll be the love boat for us. Yeah. Aw. And we're all sending you love, Barb. And Cindy says, my win is that I used to wear a size 28 and now a size 18 and on the verge of a 16.
Congratulations.
Woo-hoo! Oh my gosh, that's so awesome, Cindy. I'm proud of you. That's exciting. And Don't Do Me says, hello. Hi. Welcome to Anchor Moments. And Pammy says, have a good night, Barb. And Cindy says, good night, Barb. Oh, miss Nathan tonight. I know, he's such a sweet soul. And Mindy says, I'm totally taking credit for convincing Jeff to go on the cruise. Yeah, because you know what? Yeah. Actually, it was what Mindy said. We had an after show. so after 2 hours last Monday of us being on, when I clicked end, I can still see Mindy and Mindy can still see me. So we chatted for a whole nother hour. And she brought up, well, you know, that embrace is Jeff's power word. And he was going to embrace new travel things without fear. You know, shouldn't he try to embrace at least one cruise with you? Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to give that a shot, Mindy. I'm going to give that a shot. And it worked.
And you said yes. Gosh. You said yes to traveling in a van.
Yeah, and that was expensive. That was a lot more expensive than one cruise.
So I guess I owe you, too.
Yeah. Oh. Mindy says, I'm actually driving for the cruise so I can stop and see Barb on the way. Yay. And Pam says, prayers for Jeff, continue good health. Thank you. We really, really do need that. Thank you so much, Pam. And Cindy says, very cool. I'm getting married I'm getting married, so it might be tight. Oh, with the timing and stuff. Yep, and that's important too, you know, all of that kind of stuff. I bet they'll do another one and you can do the next one with us because I'm for sure going because I know I'm going to love cruising and I'll want to do it again and again. Oh, yeah, we would love to have you there, Cindy. If not on this one, then on the next one with us. And Pammy says, ooh, but the Gmail part, at Mounjaro Journey with Pam. Oohs, but the Gmail part. Do you know what she means by that?
I do not know.
Okay. Well, I have yours, Pam, because you were my guest and we did email back and forth. So I could give you the link to be my guest. So I'll put you on our newsletter list. I haven't done a newsletter yet, but I will. And I think I only have like 3 emails. I have 4. I have JP's every now and again. Because JP emailed me once. He was a guy, such a fun guy, but he works at the time that I go live on Sundays and Mondays. But he used to show up all the time. He was so sweet. He used to give me super chats and stuff. He gave me my first super chat and it almost made me cry. I thought it was so sweet.
I think it did.
Yeah. And I still every now and again, I email him to check up on him. So he was my first person that emailed me at gina@anchormoments.com. And Pam says, I even checked my notifications, be sure it didn't get changed, and it's still set for all notifications. Yeah, what the hey? And Jeff, too. And he didn't get a notification. Hey, we got Bia in the house. Hey, Bia. Good to have you back. And Tara, too. Hi, it's Tara from LA, and I didn't get notified either. What the hey? And Pammy says, Sandra, what a great word, present, to be present for each other. And life is such a present too. Yes, it is. Ooh, and Tara's word is persistence.
I like that
That's
too.
a really good one. A really good one, Tara. You can use that in so many different ways, and being persistent in your healthy lifestyle goals too. And Sandra says, imitation,
Right.
thank you. That's the correct way of saying that. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. That was driving me crazy, Sandra. Thank you. And Pammy says, I really like Explore. I think I'll choose Stronger. I'm working on muscles and strengthening and balance. Yeah, so Stronger would be really good, Pammy. And Cindy says, I have to tell you a funny story. My friend made me a protein shake. Well, I had it, and on the way home, my tummy was making noise. I called her and asked, what kind of protein did you put in there? She starts telling me what she put, and she started by saying she put 4, oh my gosh, 4 dragon fruits in there. As you can imagine, it was a long country ride home. If I eat 1 dragon fruit at night, I'm guaranteed to have a nice big poop in the morning. 4 dragon fruits. Oh my gosh. I mean, it'd be delicious, but holy crap, we're literally. Oh, we don't say rock and roll equals earthquakes. Oh dear. And Tara says the fire was scary for sure. Oh my gosh, Tara, because you're in LA. I've lost 50 pounds since October and I'm 61. So yay. Oh my gosh. That is incredible, Tara. That is incredible. And Tara, if you've ever want to be a guest on my Anchor Moment show, just Gina at anchormoments.com. And we have been seriously every day. And I watch the news and I'm praying for you guys on the news. Those fires are just awful. Just awful. But I'm glad. It sounds like you said this was scary for sure. So it sounds like your house didn't go, that you were safe. And I hope you stay safe. And because that is so tough. Oh my gosh. And Cindy says, good job, Tara. Yeah, 50 pounds since October. That's amazing. And Pammy says, congratulations to Cindy and to Tara. And Cindy says, thank you, Pammy. And Mindy says, oh my gosh, Cindy, dragon fruit blast. That'd be a good name of that smoothie, dragon fruit blast. Oh my gosh. She says, yep, Mindy. Oh my gosh, you guys. Tara, that's amazing. All right, I made it through all the chats. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Hopefully I'll tell you when I'll have Christopher and Lorraine on my show, or I'll be on their downsized, but we'll be chatting about the cruise for sure. And you all you make my Mondays, you make my heart smile all the time. Love you guys. Hold on to your anchor moments, and we'll see you on Sunday. Mindy loves y'all too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.